Hi, my name is Bill Tweddell, and this is my wife, Susan. I used to be a dentist, and I didn't know how long I'd be working as a dentist for, but I think, on reflection, I probably would still be working now. If I could. Maybe I'm getting too old now. I actually do miss being a dentist. I enjoyed the work. I enjoyed all the patients because they were almost friends in a way. I was a keen cyclist, and Sue was also a good cyclist. I had a severe accident on the bike, which severed my spine and broke all my ribs and sternum and left me in a bad state. I was hit by a car at 50 miles an hour, and the next thing I know is that I'm on the ground, prone, and can hardly breathe. I was in hospital for a number of months. The first month, I was totally comatose. They put me under sedation. When I woke, I knew that I'd had the accident and my spine was broken.
Almost the next day, having spoken to the family, we decided that pursuing a legal claim was going to be the right thing to do. Lido were amazingly supportive, I would say. They were explicit in what they could and couldn't support us with, and everything that they spoke about came back written in an email, so that although I might have forgotten what went on in the phone call, it was backed up in writing so I could refer back to it and use it for other people. It was almost like a process, and we just literally had to do the right thing, take their advice and get the right people on board. I didn't have to worry about it. It was being taken care of. We had interim payments made to us pretty early on, actually. On Bill's discharge from hospital, in preparation for that, we had to modify the house we were living in, and the interim payments made all the difference for that to be possible. I didn't want Bill to go to a nursing home. I wanted him home. The adaptations were quite significant. We had a through-floor lift put in so Bill could actually sleep upstairs, which was the norm for us, going upstairs to bed. The house was made accessible with ramps and level flooring, level foot doorways.
Because I was on a ventilator at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed it for my breathing. That's why we had to have a 24 care package. All of it was facilitated by the money, and we couldn't have done it with our own income or own savings.
Our house as it wasn't suitable for Bill to return to. So it was agreed that we could modify it, and that's what the interim payments helped with. You had 2 weeks in the Royal Bucks, which is a special private hospital to looking at rehab needs. What was the highlight of your Royal Bucks experience?
A robotic suit. To be back, standing up, walking, was an amazing feeling. But unfortunately, in the home setting, it's not really possible. Maybe in future.
Yeah.
There's no way I could go back to work in any way.
His patients loved him. They did a great big fundraising effort, and they raised an awful lot of money.
Well, hundreds maybe of cards from patients, which gave me a bit of a lump in the throat when I was reading them. That's really what I miss about it now, is the human contact. I did suffer a pulmonary embolism, which nearly ended my life, and Sue was very upset by the whole thing.
So Bill has dice with death on more than one occasion, and you're not doing it anymore.
Yes.
I would recommend Lead Aid because they actually did what they said they'd do. At the very beginning, it got spelt out what they could offer, how it would happen, and the process, how long it would take, and that was exactly what happened.
As Sue says, they did everything on the tin that they said they were going to do, and I could just relax into my rehab Sue had to deal with all hard issues. So thank you, Lee Day.